Well, greetings, true believers, and welcome to episode number 3 of Sports Winal, the normal guy's guide to non-pretentious wines that deliver big at a very reasonable price point. Because what is the best thing in the world with food? What pairs better with food than wine? That's a rhetorical question. Absolutely nothing. It is the ultimate vehicle for food, which, as a nice segue, brings me to my point today. One of my favorite analogies of all time for wines has been cars, because you have all kinds of different cars out there that accomplish different things. You have Italian luxury supercars, you have muscle cars, you have sports utility vehicles, you have trucks, and you have Jeeps. Well, wine is kind of the same way. You know, there are so many great German luxury cars out there, the really high-performance sedans, but one of my favorite car stories is when Genesis entered the market and gave you sort of the same type of performance from a sedan at a $20,000 less price point. It is a daily driver with a lot of refinement, which is the analogy we're looking for in wine here. And that wine for me, that wine house, is Rabble. That's a wine I discovered here at County Market Liquor at 40th and Broadway. One of the great wines that has a lot of different types of red wines that you can go out and buy. And I don't want to cost my friends here at County Market money. They have a very good, very utile Cabernet Sauvignon that lists for $20.99. And if you like Cab, it's a really good buy. But I want to save you a few bucks, and I want to give you an even better version. It's their red blend here of Rabble. And it is 90% Merlot, and it pairs really well because of that with everything. One of my favorite discoveries with this wine, and I'm not a big believer in wine rules that you can only drink red with this or white with that. Drink what you want, you do you. But I kind of discovered the joy of this wine on enchilada night of all places, because we were eating enchiladas with a really good white queso sauce, and it was kind of spicy, and the Merlot kind of picked up not just the cheese notes, but worked really well in balancing the spice of that particular meal. So I'm a huge fan of this wine. It's $17.99. It drinks with anything. As a daily driver, it also drinks very well alone. So check out Rabble, check out all the varieties, and find your own personal wine that you like. But again, I'm a big believer in brand loyalty. If you find a variety of wine that you like with a certain brand, usually the rest of the varieties and varietals will be very tasty as well. By the way, that reminds me, I saw a great social media post from our friends here at County Market Liquor this week, talking about the fact that they have acquired the ultimate super Tuscan here, which is Tannins from Antinori Wines. Now, if you have $160 floating around in your budget, I certainly don't, but if you do, God bless. This is a fantastic wine to buy and to try out. But I want to remind you that not all of us have that kind of money in our budget. And one of the neat things, as we mentioned in our first episode, is that Antinori is also the same maker of this phenomenal Cabernet that we talked about from Santa Cristina, Toscana in our first episode, $13.99. It's the same grapes. So here's a really good chance. There's still a few bottles left here at 40th and Broadway. Come down. Check out the Santa Cristina Toscana as well as the Rabble, and I think you'll find 2 incredible red wine blends for your pop. Again, this has been episode number 3 of Sports Winal. Appreciate the indulgence. If you ever have any questions, reach out to me on social media. We can recommend wines to you for any occasion. And again, come frequent the great folks here at County Market Liquor at 40th and Broadway, because they know their wine and they will take really good care of you.